Hello, beautiful soul travelers. We are doing a quick lesson in spelling and spell casting, as well as spiritual alchemy. Now, as you can see, these are just words on the piece of paper. What can they possibly have to do with spiritual alchemy and spell casting? So we're going to go through this whole piece of paper together. There's more on the bottom of this page, but we're going to go through it step by step, and I'm also going to do some writing as we do so, just for more clarity. So we have this first sentence, or this first spell. Again, words are energy, our words are spells. So if we use words, we are always spell casting. So this is the actual proper, most effective way to do spell casting, to speak, to cast a spell. So say that you are needing something to be done. You're wanting to bring something to your alignment into your personal universe. You would say to the universe, to the person, to the people, place, or thing, the energy, you would say, for example, bring the crystal here, and then you can always add just a very pleasant nicety, please. So bring the crystal here, please. That is your spell. Bring the crystal here, please. You are attracting that to you, and you're not asking, you are affirming it to you. We can also make the please go in front. So we can say, please bring the crystal here. Again, you're using the affirmative. You're not asking a question. You are commanding, demanding, which is what we use in spell casting, what we use when we are in spiritual alchemy and we are manifesting with the universe. We don't ask the universe. The universe can always say no, but if we're demanding, which if you have any issues with demanding or commanding or making an affirmative statement, this is just a reminder of some work that you may have to do for yourself. But this is the actual way that we manifest into the universe. Please bring the crystal here, or bring the crystal here, please. Okay, so this next section is what majority of people do when it comes to just regular speech, but also commanding or asking from the universe. So we have, can you bring the crystal here? Or could you bring the crystal here? So these are two very different questions from this. So can you bring the crystal here / could you bring the crystal here is not the same as bring the crystal here, please, or please bring the crystal here. What you're actually saying when you say can or could, the actual definition of those words is the ability. Are you able to? So are you able to bring the crystal here? Are you able to bring the crystal here? So when we ask this question, it is an open question, open-ended question, meaning that anything, any and everything can be materialized, manifested, brought into existence with this question. It's not specific enough. So things that can happen when asking types of questions like this, if you're using the word can or could, or even the word may, the answers can come up as, yes, I can bring the crystal here. No, I cannot bring the crystal here. Or I don't know, which is the most suppressed answer that is actually the most honest answer. So if you're asking, could you bring the crystal here? And the answer is, I don't know. Or if you're asking any question using the word could or can in the beginning, and if you really, really think deeply about it, sometimes we can get that I don't know, which can lead to awakening, or even in some extensive circumstances, existential crises. So this is what we are commanding into the universe when we say, can you or could you, you're saying, do you have the ability to do this? Which is not the same as you wanting something done. So bring the crystal here. Very concise, very direct. You understand what I am saying and communicating. The universe understands what I am communicating. But when you say can or could or may, there is literally an infinite amount of possibilities. So we have yes, no, and then infinite of I don't know. So this may be one of the reasons of why you are having difficulty manifesting anything into your life. If you use these two words in your everyday life, talking to people, then this is also what you're speaking out into the universe. We're speaking to the universe always, even if it comes in different forms of people, places, energies. So removing these words, because you should know if you have the ability to do something. Removing these two words from our vocabulary when we're manifesting or using spiritual alchemy. And then dropping into this more command-like, affirmative. And again, even me just saying command, it might trigger some people, but this is what we're doing when it comes to spellcasting, witchcraft, spirituality, manifestation, spiritual alchemy, whatever you want to call it. This is how it comes up. This is how it comes to you, by commanding it from the universe. And then you say a little nicety, please. So very, very random. Came up into my mind this morning, but I wanted to share that. Maybe it helps somebody understand something a little bit deeper about themselves. But you will always, even when I'm speaking to people, I'm never asking. And that can be seen as rude. You should ask me to do this. I'm not asking. I'm saying it nicely. But if I want it done, I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm going to put it into the affirmative for it to be done. And this is something that can actually be really confusing for the people in the West. So we have been taught that these two words are actually pleasantries rather than this being a pleasantry. This has kind of been dropped from a vocabulary collectively. But these two words are not niceties. These are a word meaning the ability to do something. Are you able to do it? So dropping these two words from a vocabulary when we are doing spiritual alchemy, manifesting, or spellcasting, and then using the affirmative to bring into the universe what we want. So in other languages, in most other languages, you'll see it also. This is not a thing. This is not a thing. It will be, bring the crystal here, por favor, abra la puerta, por favor. So you're not asking, you are, and they do have commands in other languages as well, but for the most part, when you're writing or when you're saying anything in a different language, other than maybe just English, there is no can you, could you do this. It's just do this with a nicety at the end. So that is that. Hopefully that cleared up something for somebody, because it was channeled very hard this morning. So I just wanted to get it out into the universe. Again, if it helps anybody, that's great. So I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day and weekend, and we'll see you guys soon.